Hi, healthcare world. This is Eric Holmes with Strategic Mobility Group, and I'm here to show you our clinical mobility as a platform. At Strategic Mobility Group, our clinical mobile platform is based on the Zebra HC50. In today's world, when a hospital is deploying thousands of devices in multiple workflows, it's hard to understand the complexities of managing Android in the enterprise. So you have a multi-year life cycle of the devices with a current strategy in order to manage devices from the app level. If they break, how is all that going to work? So at SMG3, clinical mobility at the touch of a button. When the devices arrive from our staging configuration and deployment center, they are going to come to you with a lock screen, and only thing that you have to do is power on the device, badge into the device using your Imprivata NFC card, and you will see that all of your applications are currently provisioned on the device. Not only are they provisioned onto the device, this device is expertly configured for your wireless network. It has all of your specific apps for your specific organization so that your nurses and doctors can perform at their optimal level. This means you can go from concept to production very fast while utilizing the SMG3 best practices. One of the things that needs to happen in an enterprise mobile environment is you have to think about, what are we going to do once the devices break? This is where the SMG3 client portal comes into play. So at Strategic Mobility Group, all of our customers have the opportunity to work with their devices inside of our Edge Lifecycle Management platform. What do we do when a device breaks? How do we take a broken device and get it back out into our environment so our nurses can continue to use the mobile device at the bedside? By utilizing the SMG3 platform, we know where all of your devices are, we know how they are configured, and furthermore, we know how to lifecycle them once they are broken, repaired by Zebra, and then sent back to your organization. Another way that SMG3 helps hospitals manage their enterprise mobile devices is giving the technical support individuals a way to be mobile, right? By utilizing the Zebra ET4 tablet, the SMG3 Edge portal, we can go out, find lost devices that have been lost, misplaced, and then if those lost devices are found and they might be broken, one of the support people can utilize the tablet and come in here. They can ask for a new device through our spare pool management. They can also locate their assets, and they can also use our application called Pinpoint to actively ping and find their lost devices and put them back into cycle. We have worked with hospitals who, over the course of a year, have lost about 20% of their mobile devices. By utilizing SMG's Pinpoint, we've taken that lost device count down to 1%. And of those 1%, about 50% of those were actual broken devices. We were able to put them through our lifecycle management platform and redeliver them to the customer properly configured. In today's healthcare world, clinical mobility as a platform, baseline requirement is telephony and being able to communicate phone to phone with a standard phone call. When you receive a device from Strategic Mobility Group, backed by Zebra's Work Cloud Communications platform, we can utilize the device to call from this device to this device in a touch of a button. Your telecom team, your IT team does not have to figure out how all of this is going to work. The next level of design, and the most important design, is the user interface of your mobile devices. So, how do you prevent your users from not using the device in a way which is deemed most appropriate by your organization? SMG3 will help you develop your user interface so that the only apps on the device are the apps which are deemed appropriate by the organization. We can take this development all the way down to the unit level. So if the devices in the NICU do not need to function like the devices in the ED, we can configure the user interface so that those devices look and behave differently. Now, why is that so important? I'll give you an example. In the NICU, we all know that sleeping babies have better outcomes. When sleeping babies have better outcomes, you have to prevent things from interrupting their environment. By working with SMG3 in our golden imaging process, we can configure the Zebra HC50 in the NICU to only ring to 50%, as well as to only have the screen go to 50% brightness, while if these devices are in the ED or a very loud environment, we can have the screen go to 100%, as well as have the ringer all the way up. By working with our organization, integrating with how your end users need to work with the devices, building out a user interface, understanding the lifecycle complexities of an enterprise Android solution, SMG3 can help deliver your clinical mobility platform at a touch of a button.